one so bad.
Yeah, well, we are live. See, hey, Denali, we have Denali and Kathy. This is Travel Talk Tuesday at 2 with Denali and Sandals and Beaches. We have Miss Kayla Hickman on. We're a little bit early, so we're just kind of coming here and hanging out. So what do you think of when I said, should I bring on Denali? This is Denali.
Yes, I'm obsessed. I want one so bad, but I travel too much. Oh my gosh, I love him. He's so cute.
Tomorrow is his birthday.
Oh my gosh. And how old is he going to be?
He's going to be 1 year old tomorrow.
Oh.
He's my COVID puppy. And he was, because we were traveling, we never really had a chance to go or have a puppy. We've always had OES, but they had passed. And so we got him. And so his birthday is tomorrow. We got a party planned.
He's so cute.
All right, go find your daddy. We're going to have to go to work here. We're 2 minutes. He will probably eat that birthday hat before it's over with.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, he's quite a character. He's kept us pretty sane during this COVID deal. So, all right. So you guys know that as you check in over to the side, be sure and put your name in there. Oh, we have the Senior Education Ministries on. Ooh, love your puppy. Thank you so much. Yeah, he is a puppy. We got Sarah Housewright's on. Hey, Miss Sarah. I am going to be sending you some other stuff, by the way, on Edinburgh, Sarah Housewright. And so they got started. So you guys know the routine is when you come on, there's a little comment box at the bottom. If you guys just sign your name in there and sign your name in there and say hey or whatever, and that way we know you're there. As Kayla and I go through, and Kayla's got some amazing information about Sandals and Beaches as we go through that. You guys have questions, you just put them over to the box in the left. The Amigos is there out of Big Stone Gap is coming on. So we just kind of hanging out here a little bit. So do you like his hat?
I love it. So cute.
If you guys missed it, tomorrow's Denali's birthday. So we'll be celebrating birthday all day tomorrow.
I love it.
He's big fluffy. He's been on a road trip. We went down to Newbern. My brother-in-law just bought a boat down there, and he has this big, beautiful boat. You're crazy, dog. No, you can't have that. Mom's got to go to work now.
I love it.
But he was, who was I was talking to, and I think it was somebody at Viking, and I said something about it. I said, well, do you know my dog? I said, of course we know your dog. He's all over the internet. I said, he gets better. He's getting some chews. You're going to go play with your chew? Go find Daddy. Go find Daddy. He gives you these looks. Yeah, we love him. So who else we got on? We got Louise is on. I'm listening while on a walk. Well, you're either walking or bicycling, girlfriend. Deborah, she is Sun Shinigers. The Sun Shinigers are here. She's excited because the sun, Kayla, is actually shining here in East Tennessee. You're in West Tennessee.
It's shining in West Tennessee, too. All of our snow is gone. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so happy.
I couldn't believe you guys got that much. You guys were all over the news and everything. It's crazy.
I got snowed in for a week because we have a driveway that's super steep, and I'm from Indiana originally, so I'm used to it, but not down here. Not used to it all down here.
You know, if I have to do it, I would like to do it just like that. Do it and get it over with. The problem is we're in drip torture treatment over here. It's like, snow, sunshine, snow, sunshine. It's like, just go away.
Gosh.
Got Carolyn on. Hey, Miss Carolyn. We've got Connie and Bob. Oh, yeah. Now they're going to rub it in. Look, they're in Florida. You can see their comments over there. Yeah. Florida is beautiful today. Honey, I would think Florida is beautiful every day compared to, really. So we went over to the coast because I was like, I want to get to the coast. Oh, my God. Almost froze. It was so cold. Lisa's on. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, yes, Denali is gorgeous, is he not? He is something else, too. Tomorrow's his birthday. You guys will be getting pictures. He's got his party coming on. McKinney's are here. All right, Miss Eloise, how's that knee doing? Eloise just had her knee replaced about a week ago, I think. So she's doing pretty good. And let's see. Well, we're about 2:02, Miss Kayla, so I think we should probably get started. For those of you guys, again, I'm going to go over here. As you guys come on, right below is a little comment thing. Put your name in there. Say you're hi, you're there. We'll run back through and see if there's any questions or comments or anything that you guys want Kayla or I to. We're so happy that Kayla is able to be here today to talk really about Sandals and Beaches. And Kayla, I'm telling you, in fact, it's the reason why I was almost late to come get on the call is people are really inquiring about bringing the families together, or if not, just getting away the two of them. And first words out of my mouth is Sandals and Beaches. So you guys, again, round of applause here to Kayla. Remember to like and share this so that we can get, I think we've been averaging around 400 views a week. So we can keep doing that and going on. So Kayla, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. I'm okay with it. Well, welcome everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. And Kathy, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk about the brand. I will say I'm a little biased because I work for Sandals and Beaches, but I've also been to all the properties several times, and I truly believe in this brand. I just took my husband down for the first time twice, actually, in the middle of the COVID pandemic. So people are traveling, and I personally just got back from Beaches, Turks and Caicos, and I'm getting ready to go back down to South Coast, which I'm so excited to tell you guys about the new suites down there. So let's talk a little bit about where we're located and what Sandals and Beaches really is.
I'm going to put your presentation up, okay? So here you go, okay? All right, there you go.
Awesome. All right, well, we're going to talk a little bit about what Sandals and Beaches is. And Kathy, I'm going to ask you questions to see if you've experienced some of the same things I've experienced. But we have so many wonderful locations, you guys. St. Lucia, Jamaica, Antigua, the Bahamas, Grenada, Barbados. We are all over the English-speaking Caribbean. We're getting ready to open a new property in Curacao. We just announced that. We're so excited. That's going to be our first step into the Dutch Caribbean. I literally can't wait to see that property. So fingers crossed that will open soon. And then we have all-inclusive properties. So everything with our Sandals properties are 18 and up, for adults only, and they're king size beds only in those rooms. So really just for two people in love or two people that don't mind snuggling in a king size bed. So my mom and I have gone, my aunt and I have gone. It is still such a fun destination for adults. But we are all over the English-speaking Caribbean and only on the world's best beaches. I mean, Kathy, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have some of the best beaches I personally have ever seen. What about you?
You know, the one story I heard, and of course this is when Butch was still living, that when he went to find a property, he would get out of the car, whatever he was in, and he would go down to the beach. And if it looked good from the beach, then he would talk about the resort. So it was all about the beach with him. Am I right?
Yes, you are absolutely correct. And that started in 1981 with our flagship property in Montego Bay, which I just honeymooned at in August. And let me tell you, it has the most beautiful private stretch of white beach. So all of our properties, no matter where you pick, you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful beach in front of you that you can walk to, you can lay on and enjoy and just be with the person you love, or be with your family if you're going to a beaches. But we don't stop there. We're not only in just 7 islands, we also have up to 16 restaurants per resort, which we're going to talk about the food here in a little bit. But let's really dive into what all-inclusive looks like. Because I know, Kathy, you probably book other all-inclusives, and there are tons of competitors out there. But let me tell you, we are the only 5-star all-inclusive in the world right now. Isn't that incredible? The only 5-star all-inclusive. So we are genuinely all-inclusive, you guys. We have food. We have top-shelf premium liquor. We have transports to and from the airport. water sports, land sports, motorized and non-motorized. We also have tips and gratuities. That's a huge chunk that you don't even realize that you spend at other all-inclusives. I mean, Kathy, don't you agree that we are one of the best all-inclusives, if not the best, in the entire industry?
Oh, absolutely. And here's what a lot of people, you guys think about it. When you do go to the beach, you want to get into the water. You want to get on a catamaran, or you want to get out there and do some type of snorkeling or whatever. Well, she's right. When you do that in another all-inclusive, that's another, you got to pull that credit card out in order to make that happen, but not at Sandals. That is all included. So it's kind of like anything and everything you can think and dream of to do that's right there on that property, there's no extra dollar for it.
I mean, exactly. It's amazing. You can truly leave your wallet at home. But we've kind of taken it a step up. You know, I loved hearing the general manager at Beaches Turk speak when I was there a couple weeks ago. He said we've always been safe with our protocols and everything, but because of COVID, we've kind of taken it up a notch to keep everybody feeling even more safe. So we didn't change much. We just got better. So we do some temperature checks when you check in. We do have the private airport transfers if that's what you want to do. We have physical distancing. We've all of our staff wear masks, but our guests do not have to. So it's so nice because you can go down there and truly feel like I mean, when I went down there, again, 3 times in the middle of a pandemic, I did not feel like I was in like the middle of COVID whatsoever. It was so nice because we are constantly sanitizing. We make everything safe to touch. We practice our 18 touch points. We seal the room, so you're the first one to break that seal when you go in. And we make sure that that physical distancing is carried all the way throughout the property with pool chairs and beach chairs, and obviously our service to you as well. So it's so incredibly amazing. Plus, now, Kathy, I know you know this because you and I talked about it, but because now the CDC requires a test to get back into the country, we are doing that for free on property. So you can go ahead and get your test to get back into the country. It's rapid. It's really quick. You get real results within 15 minutes. And we have a nurse's station right on property. So again, it's included. It's free for you. It's mandated coming in from any country in the world. So anywhere you travel right now, you have to get a test to get back into the United States. And we're offering it for our clients. I mean, what better way to take care of everybody, especially in the middle of the pandemic? Don't you agree?
I absolutely agree. And that's for you guys that's got to get out of here right away. But yes. I would think if we fast forward, into maybe late summer or even into fall, there's a chance that that's going to probably go away. I know Tennessee is starting to change the rules. So, that right now is where the safety is. But I know many of you have come to me, not many, but several of you come to me and say, I don't know about this mask thing and out on the sun and the beach. Well, you don't have to worry about it. Kayla just answered that one. But to get back into the country, they're going to make sure everything's good to go for you. So
exactly.
I think it's great.
Nice. It's so nice because we go ahead and we make sure that everything's scheduled for you. Plus, like I said, the mask wearing, we're not enforcing our guests to wear masks. It's so nice because you don't have to worry about getting a mask tan line. Those are the questions I get all the time. But like Kathy said, all of those requirements are changing every single day. It's so important to have a travel advisor like Kathy because she can truly advise you on what you need to know. We are in an ever-changing world, and she keeps up on it just as much as I do. So it is good to have that person in your corner, I promise. But talking about people in your corner, let's talk a little bit about the Butler Service. Kathy, I know you are a fan of this. This is one of the best things that we offer at Sandals. If you book a certain room type, we do have Butler level service. We also have club level service and luxury. But Butler is the top, you guys. Our butlers were actually trained by the Guild of the Professional English Butler Association, which was started by a gentleman who served the royal family. So they are truly trained to serve royalty. A couple things that they do for you: pack you coolers, hold your chairs and pool chairs by either the beach or the pool. They'll bring you chocolate-covered strawberries, maybe run you a bubble bath, bring you a bottle of champagne. My butler, when I was in Antigua, went above and beyond for my husband and I and set us out a private candlelight dinner with Chiavari chairs and drapery on our balcony, brought us fish and steak and sushi, all from our favorite restaurants. I mean, you guys, it was mind blowing. Kathy, tell me a little bit about when you've had a butler before.
Well, it's like you don't have to, I want to say, you don't have to physically work to get anything that you want. You know, I love it when they bring you those cute little, I know you guys out here too, those cute little drinks with the umbrellas in it. And they seem to always figure out what's that little special thing. Like I commented on the beautiful flower that was out. Next thing I knew, I had several in a vase, you know, in the room. It's those little things that I think the training that your butlers have, that they are tuned to anything that you say, and it's just all of a sudden, boom, it's there.
It is. It's incredible because we're actually given a cell phone to call them anytime we need. So you actually have a cell phone to call your butlers anytime you need to. But I barely called my butlers, and it was like they were there with a pizza for my husband, or, you know, they ran me a bubble bath, or they actually booked us one of our excursions that we had asked to be locals for the day. And when we brought back a black pineapple from Antigua, being all over the island, our butler chopped it up for us and gave it to us for breakfast the next morning. I mean, things like that that really set apart a vacation from just being great to being absolutely spectacular. That's what the butlers are there for. It's truly an incredible experience. But when you go up in a level of service, you don't just get more amenities and more service that's catered to you. You also get incredible room types. And let me tell you, and Kathy, I think you will agree with me, we have some of the best room types in the entire hospitality industry. I mean, they are so innovative. We have sky pool suites hanging right off the balcony. We have glass floors in our overwater bungalows and villas. You don't have to go to the Maldives or Fiji to go to the overwater bungalows. You just have to take a quick flight down to Jamaica or St. Lucia, and you can have a beautiful overwater bungalow that's actually attached to a 5-star resort. I mean, that is incredible. And of course, we have our beachfront swim up suites. I mean, if you can see the screen, I know some of you are just listening in. Those rooms are insane, you guys, and they all look like this. I mean, Kathy, when was the last time you went to a Sandals, or what was your last property that you got to see?
You know, I think my last property, we did a whirlwind of all of Jamaica. So we did all of them. I think we stayed at 4 of those properties. Yeah, and you were just talking about South Coast, which used to be called White House. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, and that was my favorite. But when you talk about, I mean, they're all so beautiful, and the thing is they are all a little bit different.
Yes.
When you talk about these room types, you know, I've never stayed in one of those. Something about that dollar, but I have put a lot of my clients in there, and I get their feedback when they come back. Like I don't know if that one's on there or not. The one that has the waterfall. You actually, guys, you have a waterfall in your room. I mean, because a pool waterfalls down to another. That one's in St. Lucia. Is it called the Millionaires?
Yes,
yeah, I think it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there were 2 butlers. My client had 2 butlers. There was one for her and one for him. I mean, I just enjoyed them telling me about their experience when it was there. It's amazing.
It is amazing. And like you said, each property has a different personality. That's something to really remember with Sandals and Beaches. We are not all alike at all. We're all exceptional, and they're all 5-star, but they're all very unique. So starting from our flagship property, Montego Bay, it was just completely redone 2 years ago. So the whole property is brand new. Down in the right corner, you're actually going to see one of our Romeo and Juliet Butler Villa Suites at Montego Bay. So the interior designer actually pulled all of those ocean colors, and she revamped Montego Bay. It's also known to be a little more lively, and it's just a quick ride away from the airport. While you have a beautiful Grand St. Lucian, which is one of our 3 properties in St. Lucia. And you guys, it is absolutely marvelous. I mean, you walk in and you see the beautiful pitons in the back and the water and the beach there. Oh my gosh, it takes your breath away because it looks like you've stepped into Jurassic Park. But each property, like Kathy said, has a different personality. And that's what we're here to help you figure out what personality matches which property. That's why Kathy and I have a great relationship. That's why she goes to the properties and checks them out herself, because she can pick up the phone anytime and say, hey, Kayla, what's changed? Because I'm getting ready to go down to South Coast, which is one of her favorites. Kathy, don't tell anybody. It's one of mine as well. I love South Coast. It has such a Mediterranean vibe, but it's, you know, in the middle of a nature preserve. So it's a little off the beaten path in Jamaica, but it's got a beautiful private beach, and all of the rooms in the villages have a view of the ocean, which is incredible. But not just stopping there, we actually added some beautiful swim up rendezvous. The first ever swim up rendezvous suites. I am so excited to see. I can't wait to send you pictures. Because they're right behind the French Village, and it's the first ever rendezvous swim suite we've ever had. So it's going to be pretty spectacular to see those. So let's talk about food, because you guys, I am originally from the Midwest, but I've lived in the South for a really long time, and I love my food. What about you, Kathy? Are you a big foodie?
Unbelievable. And when you talk about South Coast, the one thing that I remember there were the restaurants and the different types. And I tell everybody, you know, if you've been to an all-inclusive, you've been to, I mean, the food is just okay, but I'm telling you, it's totally different at Sandals and Beaches. If you were on a cruise ship and you have to pay extra to get to that 5-star, dining level, they have it right there already. That's where they start. That's where they start.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, you put it perfectly, because we have all 5-star global gourmet restaurants. They're all standalone. They could all be picked out and actually stand alone in Chicago, or stand alone in New York, or stand alone in Tennessee. I mean, they are 90% farm to table. So it's that fresh food. It's amazing. I mean, you have everything from American Tavern to a beautiful Bombay restaurant that serves Indian fare, to kimonos that's hibachi, where they cook it in front of you, to my personal favorite, which is sushi. But like she said, you don't have to pay a premium price to get these premium dining. Like, you can get lobster, and you can get steak, and you can get sushi, and you can get anything you want, and it's going to be included, because all of the restaurants are included. To me, that was a huge thing for me, because I worked at hotels that weren't all inclusives first. So I was like, there's no way that they can hold a candle to the restaurants that I've worked near, you know? And I'm not kidding you. When I first went to Sandals over 3 years ago, it blew my mind with how much I felt like I was going to gain, because I kept eating. But it doesn't stop there. It also, like, with how amazing our food is, our service is amazing, because we have one of the highest staff to room ratios in the entire industry. What that means is that we have people serving in all departments that are going to help you figure out what's best for your vacation. One specifically is the culinary concierge. So the food allergies and special dietary requirements. Kathy, have you had any experience with using this?
No, I haven't personally, but yes, I do know of a lot of clients that have food allergies, or gluten-free is the big one.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very, very important that you've got someone that understands that, and that they can take care of them that way.
Exactly. And we make sure that they are taken care of. For instance, my husband has a shellfish allergy. So we talked to the chef before we even went in. He was served before me, which was incredible, because usually when you go to a place with food allergies or restrictions, they are served last. And at Sandals and Beaches, they're served first, because we don't want to leave them out, and we want them to not feel bad about having those specific requirements, or even if they're just someone who needs or wants to be gluten-free. It is totally fine if they just have that request. The very first question you're going to get from a server is, when you sit down at a restaurant, do you have any food allergies that we need to know about? Which is just so nice. But you can also take care of that in advance as well. But let's talk about the fun stuff, which include our water sports and land sports. We dive into endless summer all day long at Sandals and Beaches. Some of the things that I know Kathy mentioned was the scuba diving and the snorkeling. We have glass bottom boat tours. We have tennis. We have beach volleyball. We have championship golf at some properties. You guys, all of this is included. That is insane. Like she was saying, you usually have to pay an additional cost to get all of these wonderful things. You don't have to at Sandals and Beaches. If you're a scuba diver and you're certified, you can come down and dive as much as you want. And right now, let me tell you, is the perfect time to dive because our properties aren't full. So you're going on dive boats that you're going to be able to dive as much as you want. It is amazing. And then of course our green fees are included for our golf courses. Some of them are on property, some of them are just a quick drive away. So I personally love this because, you know, my husband's a land creature, I'm a water creature, and it's perfect because there's something for both of us to enjoy ourselves. Now, let's talk a little bit about weddings and retie the knots and anniversaries. Now, Kathy, have you sent a lot of anniversaries or retie the knots down on property?
Oh, yes. And I've got many booked. In fact, yes, going down. Yes. So, yes.
That's great.
You know, I think a lot of people, at least I just literally hung up with someone who said the same thing that the last one it's like, you know, we got stolen 2020 and now it's kind of like the family, because it's like we've been apart from our family so much they're wanting to bring the family together for like a reunion or family celebrations. I've got one that's doing a high school graduation, college, and an anniversary. So yeah, it's very important. So it's good to have those type of facilities.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have so many places where you can host things like that too, which we'll talk about, especially with the retie the knots that I've seen a huge drive for this year, like you said, because I think 2020 got away from everybody and we're just wanting to be together and celebrate each other. So the retie the knots are great because if you bring 5 rooms or more down, you actually get the whole retie the knot complimentary. So to me, that is huge for a family and anybody who wants to come down. But speaking of families, let's talk about the beaches properties because we have 3 beaches resorts. And the difference between our beaches and our Sandals properties is that beaches is for every age. So beaches is for every age and single people, you know, multi-generational families, couples, best friends. Plus, it's still that genuine, all-inclusive feeling that you get at a Sandals property as well. We are a sister company. There are only Sandals and Beaches brands within our parent company. So with beaches, it gives you a little bit more for that family entertainment, like a water park, an Xbox lounge, Sesame Street characters, but you don't have to have kids to enjoy beaches. We have beaches Turks and Caicos, we have beaches Negril, and we also have beaches Ocho Rios, all which are absolutely incredible. And like I mentioned, I just got back from beaches Turks and Caicos, and oh my gosh, Kathy, that beach, Grace Bay. Oh, it's
award-winning. Yeah, that is an award-winning resort year after year after year. Right.
After year. It is, and it's one of the best beaches in the entire world. It's voted 5 years in a row, one of the best beaches. But Negril is too. It's a beautiful 7-mile walking beach. So both of those properties are going to have beaches, but Ocho Rios is large and it has a fun swim up soda bar for the kids. There's something for each property. And specifically, I want to just touch base on the kids camp, because there are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. free childcare that comes with our INA certified nannies and our autism certified employees. That is huge, you guys, because if you do have children on the spectrum or really anyone on the spectrum in your family, we can help take care of them and you can truly relax. And a couple of the things I was mentioning, Pirates Island, Xbox Lounge, Trenchtown, we have a surf simulator, we have food trucks, the mac and cheese food truck, and a fun ice cream truck. There are just all kinds of things to do at beaches, resorts. I mean, truly, if this is something, if you typically take your kids to maybe Disney or maybe going to like Florida or something, this would be a great option because this kind of wraps up everything into one vacation. Plus, it is all inclusive. It's incredible. But Kathy, I did want to just share some promotions that we have going on with Sandals and Beaches. Do you mind if I do that?
Please do.
Awesome. So a couple of things we have going on right now that Kathy has access to. We also have the 777 deal, which is 7% off 7 of our most sought after rooms, and that goes on for a week. We actually have, Kathy's going to get that tomorrow morning from me. That'll be the first thing that she'll see. So she'll see 7 of those most sought after room types at a 7% off rack rate. That is huge, you guys. But I'm not going to just stop there. We also have a couple other deals like one free night in select room categories, and you can get up to $1,000 booking credit right now on certain categories as well. But my best promotion right now is the travel protection. Travel protection is incredible because, one, you don't have to pay for it. It is totally on us, and it depends on when you're traveling, so make sure you ask Kathy because she has all those details. Plus, we have a cancel for any reason outside of the 31-day policy. That is huge because right now we are living, like I said, in an ever-changing world. I know things happen, so we want to have that flexibility, and Sandals and Beaches is giving that to you right now. But like I said, Sandals and Beaches, it's an island escape made for two. We absolutely love our clients to come down. I love spending time with my travel advisors like Kathy. And let me tell you guys, Kathy is absolutely amazing. She will pick the best thing for you. She knows how to do it. It's going to be fabulous. So if you have any questions, please reach out to her. And like I said, she has a direct line to me, who I get to go see all the properties all the time. So it's going to be, I can't wait to see South Coast and send you pictures.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It is pretty amazing. So
yeah,
that was great, Kayla. My gosh, that was, I mean, there is so much at Sandals and at Beaches, and to be able to capsule that right there is just incredible. So, and this is what I love about it. And you guys all know this. I've had people call me and say, I want to go here, I want to go there. And it's like, no, you're going to have to get another agent to do that. I know that I can book Sandals and Beaches and feel you're safe and you're going to have an amazing time. And that's the reason why I wanted Kayla to come on board. So let's see what Louise is ready to go on a girls trip right now. So you're just dumping the husband, and let's just say all of us girls, we're going to go down to, I don't know. I think Ocho Rios might be a good one for that. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. With the rabbit hole, you have a Prohibition era speakeasy. You can go down and just dance the night away together. It'd be so much fun.
Or we could hop over to, and I forget the name of it, the one with all the peacocks. Which is, it's all Butler.
Yep, Royal Plantation. All peacocks roaming around, and they just added a mineral bath in the ocean to make you feel younger.
Oh, and that is, I mean, girls, come on. If we're going to go, we might as well have the Butlers, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, and then you get both properties because you have exchange privileges.
Right. You can go back and forth. Yep. And Karen said she's not a seafood girl. Let me tell you, honey, you can eat steak and they got everything else. Some of the cuisine at Sandals is absolutely some of the best I've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Laura Jane, I know she's ready to go. Laura Jane just wants to get near water. So how you doing, Laura Jane? Laura Jane is my, see, if you had a birthday, Laura Jane, she's 90 years old, and I usually have to run to catch up with her. So,
oh my gosh.
Yes. She texted me this weekend, wants to do the transatlantic. So we're going, girlfriend. We're going to go get in that water together for sure. And I love Lori. Lori says she needs vitamin C, SEA. Wants vitamin C.
Absolutely. You'll get that
on. And I think everybody else is kind of there that we've had before. So this is some really great information, guys. And again, I want you to keep in mind, yeah, it's really good if you're ready to go here soon. I would feel very safe booking with all that Kayla just talked about with the protocols. I mean, they just sent you guys down there to go through all this with you anyway to make sure you bring it back to us. So I know that's very, very safe. But keep in mind, there is summer and there is fall and there is winter. And that's where a lot of the family fall break. A lot of the families are starting to get together and do that. So think about those things, and that's some really good deals there. So
yeah.
Thank you, Miss Kayla. I think we're right on the nose at 2:30. So thank you guys. Do me a favor. Down there below, if you guys can like it and share it. This is also on my YouTube channel. So if you miss it on Facebook, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can pick it up, and then be sure and share that with the rest of the friends. Other than that, everybody safe, sane, and satisfied. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Kathy.